Sup, guys? I just want to get this off my chest because it's been bothering me for a while, and this has to do with Justin Bieber. Um, and it's not gonna be oh, Justin Bieber so good. No, this is gonna be about the hate. And before I start, I just want to say happy birthday to him because he's 17 now. Recently had his birthday, but 17 and 17 in Canada is where I am and where Justin Bieber's from. Is basically you're still a minor, so keep that in mind while I go through this video. Now, first off, I don't quite understand where I do understand where all the hate comes from. I just don't understand how so many people can hate him. This is again a kid that started off YouTube, was found by someone, and it was like somebody sent the video of him to Usher, and Usher was like, "Oh yeah, okay," and then he signed him on, and now he is who he is now. And I think that's just what everyone would want. When you're, I think it was, probably a few years ago, maybe not even, but as a kid, you got all these ambitions in front of you, and for him, it was his dream, it was his ambition to become what he is basically now. Maybe not the most hated guy in the world, but at least a famous musician in whatever he wanted to do. This is what he likes to do. He's not doing this just to piss everyone off. I think that's what people forget in this, that he's doing this as a kid trying to make a career out of this. And basically he has, because he's worth like so much money now. That was bad grammar. But he's making so much money. Like, he made like $40,000 off of selling some of his hair or something. That was for charity though, so it's all good. But this would be any kid's dream to be a 17-year-old that's has a shitload of chicks running after him and making a shitload of money doing what he loves to do. It's the same way with athletes who get paid this ridiculous amount of money for playing this, maybe not ridiculous, but getting paid more than average the amount of what any of us regular people would make. And when we hate on this kid, it's basically ripping on a guy who's just living out his dream. And I try breaking it down. I try thinking of why people would do this, and it comes up like maybe they're just jealous that this hasn't happened to them. But I know people will go, no, that's not it. And maybe it probably isn't. But let's move on. Whatever. Yeah, that's it's just he's a kid trying to live out his dream, and the hatred for this guy is ridiculous. This kid is, people have been saying, I want, like, when Justin Bieber got shot on that episode of CSI, that could have been the happiest moment for a shitload of psychopaths out there, because he got shot, and then all of a sudden it became a viral hit on YouTube, and everyone was posting on there, yay, yay, and I wish I was that cop that shot him. And it's like, wow, really? What has he done? What has he done to you? And people will go, oh, it's shitty music. It's shitty music. I don't like him. That's another angle I want to take. Musical taste is going to change from one person to the next. I know that, unless it's Kesha, because I have no respect at all for Kesha. Unless it's Kesha, I'll respect any artist. Like, people rip on Lady Gaga, but just last night, I think it was, she had a concert, and she had that 10-year-old Maria Aragon, who's another person who's probably going to get more and more famous because of her video and because of her singing talent. You know, she might be the next Justin Bieber, and ironically, she's from Canada too, so yeah, suck it, America. But anyways, just, you know, I respect Lady Gaga. She's weird, I understand that. I don't think she's, you know, she's way out there. She's way off in left field. But, you know, I respect her for letting this kid come on. She brought her to the concert and got her on stage to sing Born This Way with her. And for that little girl who's 10, that's the moment of her life. That's something she'll never forget, unless she has, you know, gets hit on the head and she gets amnesia and then she forgets it. That'd be terrible. But anyways, getting back to the point, anyone who makes music, they're not going to expect every single person in the world to like it. You know, there's people that can say, oh, the Beatles weren't good. But that's musical taste. That's their opinion. That's their taste. You know, it's the same way with judging how a girl looks. You know, I can say, you know, I like Jessica Biel better than... I was going to say Jessica Biel better than Jessica Alba. And I do because, you know, I think that body of hers is just so fit. And, oh, man. But anyways, you know, and other people will say, no, Jessica Alba is better than Jessica Biel. That's a matter of taste. That's not a matter of somebody's an idiot and thinks that Jessica Alba is hotter than Jessica Biel. You know, it's not that. Nobody's an idiot for that. That's just their opinion. That's their taste. And it's the same way with music. I'm not expecting everyone to like, you know, like I like a whole variety and stuff. I like, you know, I can go far to, you know, like Underoath and yeah, I don't know, just weird ass, you know, screamo shit that people will be like, oh, you're an emo, and yeah, I'm not, but you know, and then I can go like listen to like a Lady Gaga song or a Katy Perry song, you know, and I'll enjoy it equally. Like, I'm addicted to that Katy Perry song E.T. I don't know why, but I just love it. And that's my taste, you know. You can't expect yourself to like Justin Bieber's music if you don't like pop music, if you generally don't like his music, if you don't like his genre of music. You know, I don't like his genre of music, but I respect him because I think he's got the voice, and I think he's got the talent, and he's got a shitload of fans that enjoy his music. You know, whatever, it might be little girls, whatever, who cares? You know, and so, you know, when you're talking about his music, think for a second why it is that you hate his music. If you hate his music because, oh, his lyrics aren't good, he's just, you know, he does a bad job with singing, okay, fine, you hate him for that. But if you hate him because, oh, I don't like pop music, I don't like the type of pop music that he does, fuck off and just, you know, deal with it. You don't like that music. That means you're not gonna like other people who make the same thing. You know, and your neighbor, your best friend could like that. You're not gonna have the same taste as everyone. So not everyone's gonna enjoy his music. You know, and we can debate this to death. You know, we can debate whether it's his, you know, his looks or whatever. Oh, he's ugly. Oh, he's a little girl, you know. And we all joke about it. We don't even joke about it. People just say, oh, he's a little girl. He's got a vagina, you know. And, you know, it bothers me because, you know, we can debate it. We can debate whether it was his fans threatening to kill Kim Kardashian, because I know if a little girl killed Kim Kardashian, even though she's a piece of shit that really has no talent other than her booty and her fucking looks, she has nothing. I understand that, but if you take that fucking hotness away from like all the fucking guys in the world, I know that there will be fucking men in the world, and I'm starting to swear here, I should stop, but I know there are guys probably in the world that when they have a child will probably tell their wife, if it's a fucking girl, we're aborting it because I don't want to have a little girl because they murdered Kim Kardashian. But anyways, that was random. But you know, this is my plea to everyone. Please, 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 for the love of God, think about what you're doing. I understand it's the popular thing to do. It's the popular thing to do. It's like, you know, oh, your friend's doing weed. Oh, I should do weed because it's a popular thing to do and I look cool doing it. Same thing. You can go down the hall at your high school, whatever. I don't know, I'm not in high school, but you know, we can go outside and be like, oh yeah, Justin Bieber's crappy. You know, and somebody would be like, oh yeah, you're so right. You know, because it's the cool thing to do. Think about it for 1 second. Think about why you hate this kid and why some people get to the point where they just want, like, if they saw Justin Bieber, they would take out a shank and just shank him in the fucking face or something. You know, it's ridiculous. It disturbs me about society, and that will be another topic. I'm gonna get into a society topic, and I'm gonna really vent then. But anyways, that should come up later. That should be a later video, whatever. But it really bothers me that there's this amount of people, that there's millions, maybe, you know, millions of people in the world that hate this kid to death. Because of what? Because he's a famous 17-year-old? You know? Oh, I forgot this. You know, I thought about that incident where he supposedly, you know, pushed a kid and people got upset with him. I always bring up the point that, you know, the story was that apparently, you know, this kid started, he pushed Justin Bieber. They were at a laser tag place in Vancouver or whatever, and he pushed, this kid pushed Justin Bieber into a corner and started calling him gay slurs, so Justin Bieber pushed him out of the way. I always bring up the point that if that was me, if I was Justin Bieber, you know, I would probably take the barrel of my gun, take the kid, push him over, bend him over, and shove the barrel up his ass and tell him, who's the gay one now, you homo, taking the fucking barrel of my gun up your ass, you piece of shit. So, whatever, you know, it's disturbing that there is this much hate for a kid that really is just trying to make this his career and trying to do the thing that he loves the most. And I respect him for not coming out and saying, starting like a whole war where it's like all the haters must die, you know, that the haters are horrible. I haven't really heard him say anything about this, and I respect him. I respect him so much because he's only 17 and he's learning how to be an adult, and whether you want to accept that or not, he's learning. And I respect him fully for it. But, you know, if there's one point that I want to make with this video, is that if you're a Justin Bieber hater, which I'll admit that I was before, but it was because it was the popular thing to do. So sit down for a minute, think about why you hate this kid to death, and if it's at least, if it's more than reasonable, if it's like, you know, oh yeah, you know, he's such a horrible person, you find it somewhere, fine, go ahead and hate him. But if you can't find a damn thing that's reasonable to hate the guy for him, shut your mouth, stop trashing this little kid, and leave him alone. He's just trying to make a career, he's trying to live out his dream, and don't bash that, because I know when you were a kid, you wanted the damn same thing. So thank you for listening. If you got all the way this far, and I should have, you know, all my subscribers, because I got like 25, whatever. Thank you for subscribing. Have a good goddamn day, and God bless you, Justin Bieber.